It's not too often that an opportunity comes along that puts you in the right place at the right time with the right product. But that's exactly where you find yourself as you discover the power of LifeWave technology and the opportunity it represents for you. Our mission? To share products with the world that enhance the health, wellness, beauty, and longevity of every person we encounter. If that resonates with you, take a moment and imagine. Have you heard about the billions being spent in the race to cash in on the promise of stem cells? We're told the possibilities in the future for improving our health and wellness using stem cell science from Big Pharma are huge. But what if the future was now? What if you could be perfectly positioned to take advantage of the stem cell revolution today? Partnering with an established company with proven technology, using a business distribution system that puts you in the driver's seat now. Too good to be true? Absolutely not.
It's what the world wants. We don't want drugs. We don't want injections. We don't want surgery.
I've never seen anything like this in 21 years of being a doctor, anything coming close to doing what this technology does for people.
This is a pivotal moment in alternative medicine and in the future of technology and healing and helping people.
Stem cells are the future. As a wellness company, we needed to be part of the stem cell revolution. And with X39, that's exactly what's happened.
That's David Schmidt, LifeWave's founder, CEO, and inventor of X39, his latest breakthrough in what is wearable, virtually weightless technology.
I'm now 50 years old and I feel like 30 years.
In 2 days, X39, my knee pain was really gone.
It's a really fun thing to share with people because everybody is amazed by it.
What does X39 do? It harnesses light to elevate a copper peptide proven to activate stem cells.
We're bringing regenerative science to everyone, and we're doing it safely and inexpensively and with extraordinary benefits. So this is why we have such an advantage in the marketplace and what makes our opportunity for our business builders so enormous.
This is cutting-edge science with no competition that's safe, affordable, non-invasive, and drug-free. We have an X39 video that tells you all about the science, so be sure to watch it. But with over 80 clinical studies behind it and multiple worldwide patents protecting it, the science is settled.
It's a game changer.
There is absolutely no competition.
You're not going to be able to find this in any other different company.
So where do you come in? Our distribution model is network marketing, an industry that approaches $200 billion a year in sales worldwide. People telling people about products and building teams of team builders that accelerate that word of mouth. It's big business, and LifeWave is growing fast within it.
It's very unusual that you would have cutting-edge science make its way into network marketing. But as it turns out, because our products produce immediate effects, immediate benefits, sharing the product face-to-face makes it the ideal way to share the technology.
The only thing you have to do is go out and share it with people. That's it.
You don't have to be a medical doctor like me. Everybody can do this.
You try the patch and you love it.
The reaction that people give us is like, wow.
With warehouses now in multiple countries and the capability to manufacture millions of units per month already in place, LifeWave is ready for you. Just think about who you know and all the people they know that would like more energy without the buzz, to reduce or eliminate pain, to sleep better, all without drugs, to look and feel younger without risky procedures. The list of benefits using our products is long. The market's vast. Are you starting to get the idea here? You're on the threshold of something significant. I mean, think about it. This is an opportunity with global reach where there's help and support alongside you every step of the way, and it's all fueled by a science that has no competition. As a member, you have an incredible array of marketing support, training, and business services that allow you to focus on what's important, spreading the word about LifeWave and helping us expand.
The growth in the future is going to be fast because of X39.
Once you learn about the X39 and you see what it's doing for people, for me, I feel like it's an obligation to share it.
Today, more and more people are really looking for solutions for a better lifestyle.
Everybody wants to look younger, everybody needs more sleep, wants to have more energy, wants to get rid of pain.
And LifeWave is fun because you're making a difference in people's lives. It's not a little difference, it's a big difference.
LifeWave gave my children their mother back.
When you're able to move someone's health as much as we can with LifeWave, see what change that make into people's life, that's amazing. It is. You can literally change someone's life. And I love that.
So there you have it. Look, whatever you want, however high your goals, however big your dreams, it's all possible with LifeWave. So be sure to get back to the person who suggested you watch this video and get started today. Try X39 or one of our other fantastic products so you can learn for yourself what all the excitement is about when it comes to LifeWave. Whatever you do though, be sure to get started today because the clock is ticking. The time is now. You don't want to miss out. We're building LifeWave to $1 billion company. Let's do it together.
Welcome to this webinar. I am Deb Malone and I'm coming to you from Taranaki, New Zealand. So this is something that has been truly life-changing for me. Now, I'm going to be walking you through what X39 is, how it works, and the incredible benefits I and a few others have experienced firsthand. So thank you so much for joining us. I can't wait to help you on your journey to feeling amazing. Let's dive in because I don't want to waste any time on this. Okay, so I'm going to first share my screen with you. X39 is a small wearable patch that uses cutting-edge technology to boost your body's natural healing abilities. But what makes it truly unique is how it works, and we're going to get into that. In short, it is stem cell reactivation in a patch. So this patch will reactivate your stem cells in a 100% natural way, something that no other product can do. Now, LifeWave was established in 2004. It's now open in 87 countries. Now, X39, which is the foundational patch, the only one that reactivates stem cells, that was launched in 2019. By 2021, they made $20 million in sales. In 2022, $321 million. And as it soared across the world, in 2023, $430 million. Now, as it is really gaining momentum, they are projected to do $1 billion in 2025. That's pretty epic. Now, this here is David Smith. He is the CEO and the inventor of LifeWave technology, and he holds over 180 patents. David is a scientist and an inventor, and he specializes in age reversing. Now, in 2008, he realized that phototherapy can be a means by which a person's own stem cells can be activated into a more youthful state. And that's when he started focusing his attention on stem cell research. The recent patent he got took about 10 years and $4.5 million to bring it to market. Now, as you can see here on this slide, the actual wording of a part of the patent stating that it elevates the copper peptide levels and activates stem cells. Now, what some people don't realize is that patents aren't just to prevent someone copying, but in order to actually get a patent, you have to prove that your product does what you say it can do. So clearly this does, and as a result, there's a 20-year global patent, and we're about 4 years into that. The New England Journal of Medicine has stated that the number one indicator of wellness is directly correlated to the number of adult stem cells in the bloodstream. Isn't that fascinating? Now, stem cells are cells with the potential to develop into any kind of cell needed. They have the incredible ability to heal and repair any organ or tissue. Clearly, these are extremely important in our bodies. Now, did you know, and this is something that I only learned when I started wearing the X39, is that the fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. Now, a teenager has about 1 billion active stem cells, but did you know that by the age of 30, only half your stem cells are active? And then by the age of 60, you lose almost all stem cell activity. And this is why our bodies degenerate with age. That's why we get those aches and those pains. We become more prone to illnesses and diseases and things like arthritis and just other issues that come with the aging process. Now, X39 uses a form of phototherapy. Okay, so you apply the patch to your skin and the patch is immediately activated by your body heat. So it's nanocrystal technology and it reflects your own body's light back into you. So that's what those nanocrystals are doing. All they're doing is reflecting your own body's light back into you. So keep in mind that body heat is a form of light, infrared light. And this will activate the patch and cause it to reflect very specific wavelengths of light back into you. And that elevates a copper peptide. Now, by activating that copper peptide, that then reactivates stem cells. Think of it like when you go out in the sun. The sunlight triggers a release of vitamin D in your body, right? That's common knowledge. Everyone knows that, right? So that's a very similar example of how light will cause a chemical change in the body. So just as sunlight initiates a chemical reaction that elevates vitamin D, the specific wavelengths of light reflected by the X39 patch elevate your copper peptides, which then reactivate your stem cells. So you don't see it, you don't feel it, but it creates change in your body. Now, it's also non-transdermal, meaning that nothing is transferring into the skin or into the body. So there's no drugs, no chemicals. It's non-invasive. Nothing on it enters the body when you apply it. So it's not like a smoker's patch or a nicotine patch or a hormone patch. So the benefits of elevating this peptide and activating stem cells are absolutely stunning. Now, one of the things that X39 will do is increase the production of antioxidants and decrease inflammation. So people notice this as things like rapid pain relief, reduced inflammation, supported wound healing, so you heal faster, like more energy and vitality. That is so common initially when they start it. The mental clarity enhances sports performance. There's faster recovery time from exercise and improved skin appearance. How do we wear X39? Well, it's designed to be worn for around 12 hours a day. So 12 hours on, 12 hours off. If you go 13 hours, it's really no big deal. Just allow your body time overnight to repair and rejuvenate. So you pop a patch on in the morning, take it off at night, throw it in the bin, pop a new one on the next morning. Easy. Now, you don't need to wear more than one X39 at a time. You only need one. But there are other supplementary patches that you can wear alongside X39. But basically, make sure you drink lots of water while wearing X39 because water is essential for flushing out toxins and maintaining optimal cellular function. So it's really important to keep that water intake up. So the long-term results, this is the exciting part. In the first few days that you're wearing X39, you have 4,000 genes that begin to reset. Within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. Okay, so you've got decreased symptoms of PTSD, anxiety, depression. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. I can attest to that one. Oh, so can my mother. She went to the hairdresser. She's been on it about 4 months now. She went to the hairdresser the other week and she's like, hairdresser's like, what are you doing with your hair? It's an amazing condition. And look at all this new growth. And she's got all this new growth. It's amazing. So that is definitely something that I've certainly seen and other people I know that have seen. And then within 6 months, your heart reverses in age. So in a recent study, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years after just 6 months of using X39. So as David Smith says, it is not anti-aging, it is age reversing. I love that. To learn more about the science behind the patch and to read the independent studies is a great website that's got all the information. Head over to thisisinfo.com, as you can see there on the slide. There is a 90-day protocol. You see, X39 works wherever your body needs it most. So when your stem cells reactivate, they will address the point of injury in your body, which is why everybody has different results, right? Everyone sees different things. The founder, David, advises using the patch for a minimum of 90 days to see results, then wear daily for at least 1 month per decade of your life. And that's when the deep healing truly begins. Now, although that's a recommendation, look, so many of us have seen results in weeks, some days, hours, and even minutes. It's pretty crazy. But again, everybody is different. Possibly the more you have wrong with your body, you may see more. So everyone's unique. Drink lots of water. This is an incredible product. It is amazing. But we're going to see some actual results in just a second. This here is a topography map of a lady's brain. Now, she's 77 years old. Now, I'm not a doctor, but as you can clearly see from this map, she went in for her first session. She had not tried X39, but you can see by the activity that her brain was clearly hyperactive. There's inflammation and a lack of brain coherence. Now, not sure if you know, but inflammation in the brain can cause all sorts of problems. It can cause strokes, it can cause dementia and Alzheimer's. So by taking away that inflammation, you are obviously bringing healing to the body. Now, at the second session, she had been on X39 for only 3 weeks, and you can see a dramatic improvement with no more inflammation and improved brain coherence. And finally, at that third session, she'd been on X39 for 6 weeks, and there's a complete turnaround, and her brain remained calm after wearing the patch for 6 weeks. That is absolutely amazing. Now, this one I thought was really interesting. The cool thing is that X39 doesn't just work on us humans. It works on animals too. Now, remember, they emit body heat and light also. There have been some incredible results with animals, whether it be dogs, horses, and even cattle, actually. As you can see in this image, the inflammation in this horse is hugely reduced. I think it would be so epic, actually, for someone to start a business specifically for horses or dogs, something like Patch My Pooch. I think it'd be so unique, probably make a lot of money too. And this here, I just wanted to show you just a few of the healing things that I think are just epic. The bottom left, you've got after 3 months of using just X39, that's the results of Bell's palsy. And then psoriasis, before X39, 12 hours after, 36 hours after, and then 10 days later. And the healing, like I said, remember how I said to you, faster healing? That scar from the accident after 12 days. That's pretty epic. And just a couple more that I'll leave you to have a look at there. These were just using X39. Just the healing people have noticed is so much faster. Before we move on, I want to share this incredible testimony. Now, this is my sister, Kylie, and I will let her tell her story.
Hi, everyone. Great to see a fabulous turnout of so many faces. Look, this is a little bit nerve-wracking talking to you all, but I'm simply here to share my story since I started patching with X39. So I was made aware of this a number of months ago, but I was very skeptical, didn't really believe it. And then my sister, who is Deb, obviously, who's hosting, she did more research on the product and she converted me. So I thought, well, based on her accounts of how it was working for her, I thought I'd give it a go. So in short, I have suffered for years with migraines. Now, they're not just a headache. I've had headaches as well, but migraines, these were 2, if not 3 days of taking me out. I work in an office, so, 3 days I was just trying to get through, and I'm on a computer screen pretty much the entire time. So Nurofen, Panadol, they didn't work for me. They honestly didn't even dull this pain. So I just had to try and basically pain manage myself. I then found a much harsher drug that was only available via prescription. So naturally, being via prescription, it was full of really nasty stuff. I didn't know, but hey, what it did stop my migraines. But what I was putting into my body There were side effects, one of them being potential strokes. When that got brought to my attention, I went, well, I'll only use them when I really need them. So 8 weeks ago, I think it's 8 weeks last Saturday, I put my first patch on of X39. And I went, yeah, that's not going to do anything for these headaches. But alas, I'll give it a shot based on the fact of what my sister had told me. So patched up, I made it through a week without so much as even a headache. I got to 2 weeks without so much as a headache. And I went, wow, this is actually, there's something, you're talking going from a headache migraine week to not feeling anything. So I sort of stayed with it, kept patching, and by week 3, I was starting to be convinced. Week 4, now by week 4, I started to get an inkling of a headache, but it never felt like it was going to come to a migraine. So I'm not going to say I was headache free. I was definitely migraine free by 4 weeks, but headache, it was a little twinge, but it required no drugs, which was my main thing. I'm now at 8 weeks. I have not had a migraine. Again, small headache twinges, almost like the body wants to give me a headache, but it never eventuates to anything. So for me, it has actually been life-changing.
Isn't that amazing? I love her story. There's so many more I could share with you. It's always hard to choose just one. I mean, I've got my mum I'm so grateful that she shared her testimonial about her back. She has degeneration of the spine and osteoporosis. She's been on, like I said, the patches for, I think, 4 months now. Now, one thing I can tell you, like she did struggle to walk at one point, started using X39 and has not looked back. She's able to garden, no issues whatsoever. It's been amazing. It's changed her life, which is why she so kindly shared her testimonial with me. If you want to see that, feel free to hit me up with a message. I'd be more than happy to share that with you. I will also put a link under this video where you can go and look at a bunch of other testimonials, real people that I personally know. So it's not just some randoms. Now, I wanted to share with you my experience with X39. When I first saw X39, I thought, if this product does what they say it can do, then this is a killer business opportunity. And that's the way I looked at it. I know I'm business minded. I've run my own businesses since my kids were so little. I stopped running my own marketing business, finished my law degree. I just graduated a couple of weeks ago, actually, with my law degree, and moving on to be a lawyer next year. In saying that, I saw this, and yes, I saw the business opportunity first, but I started sharing it with people, and I started seeing lives change. And it was when I saw those people's lives change, and I guess the freedom that they had from the less pain or moving to no pain, it really did blow my mind. And I was just like, this is more than just making money for me now. This is changing lives. Like I've seen mums get their lives back with their kids. A friend of mine, Amber, she struggled, she couldn't play with her children because of her back. She had severe back injury. She was on Tramadol. She's been on it for years. Suddenly, she's able to come off Tramadol. She's even joined a gym. She's gotten her life back. So it's been amazing. To share my story, I started wearing X39, and that same day, all of a sudden, getting off my bed, I didn't have to unfold my back. You know that feeling where you get off your bed and you're got to straighten yourself up. I know it's just a symptom of getting old, but I thought that was with me for life. I didn't think it would ever go, but that was the first thing I noticed. I actually couldn't believe it. I was like, maybe I didn't sit down for long enough, but no, it's gone. The second thing I noticed is the next day I got my period. Now, for many, as some of you women will know, the first 2 days of that are the worst. So I would literally want to just curl up in bed for those days. But I couldn't because we run a busy law office. My husband's a lawyer, so too much to do. And I was finishing my studies at the time. So I could not take 2 days off a month as much as I wanted to. I would literally live on Nurofen and just get through the days. I started wearing X39. The next day I got it and I didn't need Nurofen. I'm not going to say I had no pain. I did have pain still, but I just didn't, it wasn't as much that I needed it. And the second day I had no pain. That blew my mind. Now, the next month, I carried on with this because I was just totally mind blown. The next month, I had less pain. I was just like, wow, this is crazy. And yeah, I just couldn't believe it. And the third month, I had no pain, like none. So you can see that that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why I'm sharing this with you right now, because this is not only an epic opportunity, it is an incredible product. It's changed my life. It's changed the lives of my family. My 19-year-old son, for example, he's got asthma. He's training for the police force right now. And because he's got asthma, he struggles with the running. His chest was always tight, and he started wearing X39. I'm like, dude, you've got all your stem cells. You don't need X39. And if you do, you can buy it yourself. You're 19. But no, look, I gave him half a dozen to try. And the next week he comes to me and says, I want to wear X39 all the time. I'm like, why? And he goes, because I can take those deep breaths. My chest doesn't feel tight. I'm like, oh, he doesn't even need his inhaler anymore. Seriously, it blows my mind. Anyways, I will continue sharing with you. Now, the cool thing is there are actually a few well-known athletes that wear these patches. So you can see Michael Phelps. He was actually one of the first to start wearing these patches, the energy enhancer. Serena Williams in tennis, the energy enhancer. David Beckham, energy enhancer. And Lorenzo Savadori, he wears the X39. And I think there is others that he does wear too. This here shows you that there are about 160 categories of testimonials that we've got. So I just wanted to go over this just to show you the various forms or the categories. Brain fog, Crohn's disease, cancer, cramps, blood pressure. I mean, look at this. Libido, migraines, gout, inflammation, bladder, kidneys, glaucoma, epilepsy, nerve damage, transplants. There is so much. I could just go on for days showing these to you. Endometriosis, cystic fibrosis, osteoarthritis. There are so many. So what you can see here is the different patches that we have. What I want to make very clear is that X39 is the foundational patch. It is the only one that gets to the root of the problem and reactivates your stem cells. Really important to remember. These patches that you'll see here on the right are just other patches that we have available. So they will do other things like LifeWave is pain reduction, so it will reduce pain. So it's kind of like a pain relief patch, right? Glutathione, it will detox your body. LifeWave itself increases your glutathione by 30% in the body. The glutathione patch, it increases your glutathione in your body by 300%. You wouldn't wear that every day though. You've got the energy enhancer, which will increase energy, increases fat burning and endurance. You've got carnosine, which is for the brain function, also great for the eyes. SP6 helps with hormone balancing, helps with cravings and weight control, aids digestion. You get the Eon, which that reduces the cortisol in your body, which is the body's main stress hormone. It's also known as the happy patch. So we've got a bunch of different other patches. But honestly, my recommendation is always start with X39 as a baseline and see what that does for your body. Because often you can find that it alleviates many of the problems. And sometimes these support patches are just if you've got something specific that you need to target. Here's the price here, as you will see. One thing I want to point out is for perspective, Stem cell injections are around $10,000. Actually, in New Zealand, I think you're looking at $15,000 for a full course, and there's only a 50% chance it will work. Isn't that crazy? Whereas the LifeWave patches are far more effective at a fraction of the cost, and they aren't specifically just targeting one part of your body. It's all over the body. So the retail price for X39 is $150. The other support patches are $80. That's retail. However, you buy wholesale and you get them for $99, and you get the other patches, varies between $50 and $70. These are US prices. So I just want to be clear, these are US prices. So the wholesale price is $99 US for 1 month's worth of product. So we call it a sleeve, as you'll see in the top right there. 1 sleeve equals 30 patches. Like I said earlier, put one on in the morning, take it off at night, throw it in the bin, put another one on the next day. So that will give you 1 month's worth of product for $99 US. To change that to New Zealand, you're kind of looking at around, depending what the dollar's doing, around $160-ish for 1 month's worth of patches. To enroll as a brand partner, which means that you get a bit of a kickback for sharing it with people, just like I'm doing with you today. You get, for the first one we've got is our core pack, which is $295 US. And in that, you get 3 sleeves of X39. Or you can mix and match. So for every sleeve of X39 you remove, you can get 2 other support patches. But like I said, best to just stick with X39 initially. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, okay, that core pack, I could do that, you're looking at around 500 New Zealand dollars to get started. What this means is that you get, with your 3 sleeves of X39, you might think, I don't need 3 sleeves of X39, but maybe you have a partner that you want to do it with. So one for you, one for your partner. And with that third one, that could tide you over till your next month's supply comes in. Or you could sell it to a friend, get a friend started with you. Who doesn't want to reactivate stem cells, right? Once we understand what's happening in our bodies, and once we understand that this is actually a great opportunity to heal, who wouldn't want to do it? $500 gets you started. Then you've got the other packs, the advanced, which is $535 US. For that, you get 6 sleeves of X39. So you're getting one almost free, which is pretty awesome. And then you've got the premium. So they're the different options to get started today. If you wanted, whether it be the core packet around 500 New Zealand, the other one, the advanced, is around about 800, 850 New Zealand. You'd have to do a check on that on Google right now, but you get the X39s quite a bit cheaper. Now, this is the right place, the right time, and the right product. Having run my own marketing business for over 15 years before doing my law degree, there were 3 things that I learned that an opportunity needs to be those 3 things: the right place, right time, right product. The first thing is that the product has to be unique. It can't be another Me Too product like a skincare or a makeup or a supplement where you have to prove that your product is better than all the rest. It's an impossible task. The second thing is there has to be an unsaturated market. So not every man and his dog is selling what you're selling. I'm not going to name companies, but you know what I'm saying when you know a billion other people selling or sharing that product. It makes it pretty hard. And then finally, the third thing is it has to fulfill a genuine need. People have to need it. This is a product that fulfills and ticks each of those boxes. It is unique, there's an unsaturated market, and it is so needed. Now, there's a place for everyone with this, whether you want to be just a wholesale customer or whether you see the business opportunity that I saw and you want to build. Okay, you haven't, like David says here, you have an incredible opportunity before you today, the opportunity to bring the healing power of light to everyone around you. I absolutely love that because what I've seen, this is changing lives. So what is the most important thing in your life? You see, for me, I've seen my husband as a lawyer for the past however number of years now. And I see the stress and I'm like, do I want that? I will still become a lawyer. I've worked too hard not to be able to call myself a lawyer at some point, and you can't until you're admitted to the bar. So I will do that, but I'll be doing it in a part-time capacity because this is rivaling my income, and this is giving me the freedom and just the time freedom that I need. Gives me time with my family. So for me, when I first came upon this opportunity, at the time we were working with a financial advisor because we want to pay our mortgage off in like way less time. So for me, it became about adding an additional income stream. And the one thing that I've learned over all my years in business is that if you want to be successful and create wealth in your life, you need multiple streams of income. There is not one wealthy person, we'll call them wealthy, or successful person that relies on just one stream of income. They all have multiple streams. So that's why I even started looking for something. The cool thing about LifeWave is that it is now ranked #1 in momentum on the businessforhome.org website. Now, there are 4 ways to earn commission here. And this is something I really am excited to share because I have never seen anything like it. Honestly, I joined that week. I was earning money just because I could not. Okay, no, hang on, sorry. 10 days later when I started sharing. So I joined on, I think it was the 1st of May. Started that, got my patches. I'd been going 10 days and I was like, I can't not share this. I have to share it with people because that's what we do as humans, right? We share things that we find amazing. And this was amazing. When I started sharing that first week, I was making money and it wasn't little. I cannot make income claims, but because I just went out and talked to everybody that I knew and people were just like, wow, that's amazing. I want that. Like, who doesn't want that? So I was earning straight away, and you can too. Just share it with a few people and boom, you've got money coming in. It's amazing. What I want to share with you is if you sell a core pack, you instantly get $35 and you get a bunch of business volume points. So BV, I'm not going to stress too much about the points. We'll worry about that later. And there's another video you can watch if you're interested in really deep diving into that. If you share the advanced pack and someone buys that, then you get 75 PIB in US dollars. The PIB stands for product introduction bonus. So it's a thank you from the company for saying, hey, thanks for sharing the product. For the premium, if you find someone that really sees the business opportunity here and they're like, yes, I want in on this, I could do this. And if they buy, the premium pack, which is $17.50 US dollars, then you get $405 US dollars for that. They're getting 20 sleeves of product if they buy that too. Now, the second way to earn is through binary commissions. You've got 2 teams. You've got a left team and a right team. That is it. That's all you ever need to worry about, okay, is the left and right. And you're only ever building the outer left and the outer right. Everything else falls into place. As soon as you start building each leg, you start cycling. If you can bring 4 people on and have 2 on the left and 2 on the right, then you're already ranked up to manager and you will start cycling with money. Okay, that means you can see down the bottom here, 1 cycle is $50. You can cycle multiple times a day, multiple times a week. So it can really build up. The third way to earn money, by the way, you don't earn money just from one of these ways. You earn money from each way. It's pretty incredible. This is where you get matching bonuses. So for your first line, let's call them your first generation. As soon as you become manager, in other words, you have 2 people on each side, then you get 25%. If they are doing really well and they accumulate, $2,000 for the week, you earn $500, 25%, and then so on and so on. And finally, there's a fourth way, which is retail. You're going to get some people that just don't care about the business opportunity, but love the product. And that's where you sell to them like this. So, for example, if they buy retail of X39, then you will make $50 from their their purchase. But of course, most of the time, you're going to say to them, look, I can offer you the wholesale price at $99 each, and you will make $20 from that when they become a preferred customer, which puts them on the wholesale price. So that right there is the 4 different ways to get paid with LifeWave. Now, Richard Branson said that if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. Now, I just want to address that comment because I absolutely love it. And it's something that I've kind of lived by all my life. First website I ever did for somebody. If someone asked me to build it, I figured it out. I did it. And it was amazing. Now, what I want to share with you is that if you decide that you not only need this product, but you see the business opportunity here, I want to tell you, you are not just left on your own to figure it out. If you join with me, and I will support you every step of the way. Now, under this video, you will see the pack options that you can get, the core, the advanced, and the premium. You can head over by clicking the button to join my team there. You will get all the support that you need to build this into a viable business. I will give you all the support you need. The first thing you'll get in your email is a getting started guide from me. And what that will do is give you basically your first steps, a step-by-step to how to run this as a successful business. And I am always here at the end of a messenger message or an email for support for you. We also try to run weekly trainings. It's not every week, but most weeks. If not every fortnight. But most weeks we do try to have a training where we just jump on and go through the latest things that we're all learning and basically helping you out and answering any questions. There is a significant amount of support. There's an awesome community of women and a few guys that we have running. So in our Patching Down Under group. So make sure that if you join my team, then look out for that getting started guide because that will give you the step-by-step that you need and help you basically kick this off the right way. It's an incredible opportunity. I am so blessed to have found it. If you're not aware, I'm actually qualified for the Vietnam trip and I head off in about 2 days' time. So excited about that. The thing is, what I want you to know is I have tried these sort of things before. Okay, let's call it what it is. It's network marketing. I have tried them before. I've never been successful. And I've done marketing all my life. So, like I said, there are those 3 things that any successful business needs to be. And this is one that ticks every one of those boxes. So for me, qualifying for this trip to Vietnam, I had no idea that would even be possible for me. It is really through the systems I've put in place and just the incredible product that it is, that actually does what it says it's going to do, that I've managed to do these things. And honestly, if I can do it, you can too. So I am so excited if you're going to join my team. I can't wait to meet you. And basically, look, let's get started. Hit the button below, sign yourself up, flick me an email. I cannot wait to hear from you and I cannot wait to support you in this journey.